Hello, event professionals, and welcome to your essential guide to Rentman for 2025. If you work in audiovisuals, event production, or equipment rental, you know the chaos: tracking gear in spreadsheets, scheduling crew over WhatsApp, and building quotes in Word. It's a recipe for disaster. Rentman is a cloud-based platform designed to solve this, bringing your inventory, crew, and project management into one single command center. We're going to follow a real world example. We will be an event productions company and we just received a request to handle the audio visuals for the corporate gala. We will build the quote, plan the gear, and schedule the crew and prepare for loadout. Let's get started and bring some order to the chaos. First of all, guys, you can start a free trial for 14 days, so I'm just going to recommend that you do that, and you're going to be welcome to this software after you complete a few questions. Everything in Rentman starts with a project. A client is going to call you for the corporate gala. So the first thing we do is click on projects here. We're going to go to the project section and we're going to add a new project. As you can see, we have a number of projects here, but these are actually demo. Okay, so do not mind them. We're going to create one of our own. Let's click on add project. And now you can start from like a blank project or from a template. I'm going to recommend that you start with a blank project to add all of the details manually. So let's give this a name. I'm going to change the status to confirm. Make sure to give it a color and to assign it to a certain manager, which is going to be me in this case, and type in here the name of the client. Also, make sure to set up the dates. As you can see here, this is going to open like a calendar, so you can just start from a certain day to a certain day. I'm going to start from today at 9 a.m. basically until Friday at 9 a.m. as well. So yeah, and this is then going to be saved in like your calendar. Now for the most important part, let's navigate to the equipment. Okay, this is gonna allow us to build the quote, and this is actually where Rentman's powerful inventory database shines. Instead of typing from memory, I can simply search for the gear we need. We have a lot of different categories in here: microphones, sound, audio, things like that. So you can actually just look for it. I'm gonna select this speaker in here and I'm just gonna click on add. From here you can basically select the quantity also. So yeah, just click on add whenever you're ready. As I add the different items, Rentman is going to automatically calculate the rental price based on the rules that I have set up. Once I have added all the gear, I can go to the financial tab in here and I can generate a professional looking quote with our company branding and email directly to the client from within the platform. Once the client has approved the quote, what's going to happen is that if you go to the equipment section, the list of the items that you have is going to be updated in terms of the availability. Okay, the availability is going to be modified because some of them are going to be rented for that particular days. So I can just click on one of the items and I can open its timeline and see when it's available and when it's not, basically. This green line is going to mean that the gear is available. But look here, this specific date in here means that it's not going to be available. This is where Rentman saves you from a crisis. Instead of finding out on the day of the event, we see the problem weeks in advance. I'm going to click on this, little thing here, and this is going to show me all of the different items with which have been rented for this period. Gear is useless without a great crew. We're gonna schedule our technicians. I'm gonna go to the group planner model, and this is gonna give me a timeline view of all my staff and freelancers. From here you can see the different shifts that I have, okay, for my crew and all that, and when they're available, when they're working, and what is the project that they're working on. When the day of the project finally comes, you're going to be ready to prepare all of the gear in the warehouse. So you can just go to the warehouse section in here, and Rentman is going to create a digital packing list for the project. You can see every single item that is going to need to go out, and also the staff. Also, you can go to the shortages section to see the problems that you have with your stock, because you have too little of it and you require more. Here's going to show you like the shortage of it, how much you're planning to need and things like that. So I think the Rentman is actually incredibly powerful. You have an all-in-one nature connecting codes to gear availability and crew scheduling. Its biggest strength, the shortage resolution and sub-rental features are lifesavers for busy companies. The only cons in my opinion is that there's a big learning curve to this. It's very steep. The reason is that because it has so many functionalities, it's kind of, difficult, and it might be a little bit overwhelming. Something for, small businesses, this might be a little bit of overkill, but if you operate a large business, this is going to be for you for sure. Thank you so much, guys.